address the comment that President Biden made the other day about calling us garbage. Well, I kind of wanted to go down the list of names that I have been called, seeing how I've been a Republican all my life, so I've heard the name calling for a long time before Trump. It's gotten worse with Trump, but before Trump. So I just figured I'd do this little list, and some of them are dear to my heart, some of them mean nothing to me. So, you know, let's just try this out a little bit. So obviously the first one is garbage. I got my little list right here, which means nothing to me. It doesn't. Whatever. Uh, Trailer trash. Now, saying that, I mean, I don't no longer live in a trailer. A funny story about that. My double wide trailer is actually a nicer place than my 1891 house that I bought, and I literally really do have two pink flamingos out in my front yard here at my house uh, to remind me of my double wide trailer days uh, with some fondness. I don't have the bird feeder or thing, the pedestal with the blue globe. Although if I could find one for a good price, I'd have it, but I don't. So trailer trash is dear to my heart. I'm good with that. Redneck. I talk with an accent, even though I live in Ohio. You know, redneck you'll hear because like the way I work on cars is kind of like not high tech. So anything that's not high tech in this area, you're called a redneck. So that means nothing. Now I've been called asshole. I wear that name with a badge of honor because typically when I'm in a conversation with somebody and the only response they can have to me is asshole, that usually means I've hit a nerve, which is amusing. Then you have the other stuff, the Nazi, the racist, the liar, the piece of shit, the being called inbred, you know, and you know which one gets me the most out of all of them. None of them. All these names come from a party of low information idiots that all they can do is call you a name because they got nothing else. Oh, and let's not forget deplorable. I almost forgot deplorable. You know, that makes you want to chuckle. The deplorables. I mean, at least she could come up with a articulate word a little bit better than Biden. Biden, of course, he talk about low information. He don't have much information going between them two ears of his anymore. So the best word he could come up with is garbage. And the only reason he could come up with the word garbage is because that one dude with the joke, using the word garbage in the joke, he's just trying to be. Honestly, I think he did it to try to tank Kamala's chances of winning. I think he's still salty that he got replaced by, you know how it is. This is a funny thing. A lot of people can probably relate to this. This video ain't gonna be too long, but it's kind of like when you are in charge and you're training somebody below you, and you're supposed to be training them basically to take your place. Especially like if you call off sick, that's the premise of it. You call off sick, they got somebody to fill in, so you're training somebody to take your place. And then one day the company comes to you and says, hey, it's time for you to retire. I don't care whether you want to or not, but the person you've been training for the last 3.5 years has got to take your place. So I think Joe's a little salty about that. I could be wrong, but I'm probably not. So, anyways, I thought I'd throw out all these names, and a lot of people like the Hitler and the Nazi. I don't get called Hitler. President Trump gets called Hitler. I get called a Nazi because it seems like when you have an opinion about something and the other person completely disagrees with you, they try to think of the most insane, hateful names to call you to try to dig at you, to get you to lose your cool because they're right at the surface getting ready to lose theirs. Which, if you take a breath and sit back and think about it, count to 10 before you react, and you may find yourself chuckling over it because when they're doing all that, that means they got nothing left. They don't have an argument. They, especially when they can't name any real reason why they like the candidate that they're trying to support. They don't have a real reason other than she's a woman. I heard the other day Kamala Harris saying something about these people think that Trump's their friend and that he's like them and a regular guy and all this, that, and the other. No, I don't. I know he's a billionaire. I know he's been rich all of his life. I know I'm not going to get invited to Mar-a-Lago, but I'm wanting to hire him for a specific job. I don't need him to be my friend. I don't need him to invite me to go anywhere to hang out with him. What I need him to do is the job that we are all trying to hire him for. That's it. You know, would I like to know President Trump? Absolutely. Do I need to be his friend? No, I don't. I don't care if he ever knows me, ever. But the thing is, and I believe this wholeheartedly, he may not know me, but he knows us. And for whatever reason, that uptown New York billionaire liberal at one time gets it. He understands. And you can fake that for so long, for so long. Uh, it's at this point in the game, he, he's not faking it. This is real. So, anyways, I just want to throw that list out there to remind you. This Friday, 6:30 Eastern, gonna go live. So y'all join in, come and hang out. And then next Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, election night on my car channel, Empty Pockets Garage. I'm gonna do my night out live stream that I like doing. Uh, so 1 a.m. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, 1 a.m. Eastern, election night. I'm gonna go live and we'll talk about the election. Because by that time we should know something, and probably while we're still live streaming, I'm going to be paying attention while I'm live streaming to see if something pops up that's newsworthy while we're talking. And we'll have a good time. I'll see you guys there. But until then, this is Jimmy Pockets, aka James, of Empty Pockets Garage. I'm out of here.